Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know when I upload new videos. Today's video is going to be about how to start your sinking funds. So this is going to be sinking funds for beginners. I just started doing sinking funds myself. I decided to figure out what it is that's really important to me that I want to save for. So aside from my regular savings account, my high yield savings account, which is like an online savings account that you can open online, but not with like a brick and mortar bank. So just like a Bank of America or a Chase or any of those types of banks. So a sinking fund is something you save for that's important to you. So it could be like mini goals that you want to achieve in a certain amount of time. Sometimes that's money put aside to pay off a debt or save for a particular, event or something that you want in the future that you want to put aside money for, and you don't want to put yourself in debt over it. So I wanted to help you guys out and give you an example of how sinking funds work. So I'm going to start out with what exactly can you save for? So a sinking fund can be to pay off a credit card, to save for a vacation. It could be to save for any gifts for holidays. It can be to save for vacations. It could be to save for home maintenance. If you have something in your house or your home or your apartment that you want to fix, but you don't want to use your credit card, you don't want to use your debit card, you just want to use cash. And what you do is money that you make, so your income, your earned income, you take money from that income, a certain amount each time you get paid, and you put it aside and you put that money into your sinking fund. So you can save that physically with cash. And what you do is you can create little envelopes of cash from each paycheck used to save for that particular sinking fund. You have the option to do it whether it's simultaneously, which is all together, or you can save separately. So if you have, let's say, 3 sinking funds that you want to save for, let's say it's vacation, it's car maintenance, and it's pet insurance, right? Let's say you have to get pet insurance for your dog or your cat. You can decide whether you want to save for vacation first. You can decide whether you want to save for your car insurance or the pet insurance, either together or separately. Now, what you have to do is you have to figure out what is most important and when do you want to save for it. So I'm going to give you guys an example. So I'm going to write down today's date, and I'm actually filming this in real time. So let's say you have your sinking funds, right? What are your actual sinking fund goals? So I'm going to do vacation, right? And for my vacation, I want to save $1,000. So I need to know the amount of money I want to actually save for this sinking fund. $1,000. Now I get paid twice a month. So I get paid bi-monthly, not every other week, but just twice a month, no matter how many pay periods are in a month. I know some people get paid every other Wednesday or every other Friday, and maybe twice a year they'll end up getting 3 paychecks, but for me, it's 2 times a month. So for this sinking fund vacation, which is $1,000, I want to actually have enough money for $1,000 by, let's say, December of this year, right? So the date is going to be by the end of December 2021, right? So right now we are in the month of May. I already got paid for the month of May twice already. So actually we're going to do starting this in June. So we have June, July, August, September, October, November, December, right? So we have 7 more months left until the end of December, correct? So what you have to do is $1,000 divided by 7, right? So let's do that right now. $1,000 divided by 7 is $142.86 rounded up. So because I get paid twice in 1 month, right? I'm going to divide that in half. That's $71.43. What I'm going to do is every time I get paid, I'm going to put $71.43 into an envelope. You can round that up. You can say, okay, I'll make it 72 just to keep it even. Or you can round it down depending on what works better for you. But to keep it simple, $71.43 from every time I get paid is going to be put into a sinking fund envelope labeled vacation. So I would do that for the next 7 months. And by the end of December, I will have $1,000 in that sinking fund for vacation. I'll give you another example. Some people save for medical, whether that be for, let's say, your vision. Some people's insurance doesn't really cover going to the ophthalmologist, or dental. If you want to have, certain procedures done, like for instance, teeth whitening, stuff like that isn't always covered under your dental insurance. So sometimes you'll just say, you know what, let me put aside some money to pay for that so I don't put myself in debt, right? So let's say I want to save $500. My goal for saving $500, I will want that medical expense to be saved, let's say by the end of August of this year, 2021, right? Right now we are in May. Let's say we have June, July, and August. So I have 3 months to save. We're starting in June, right? So we have June, July, August. I have 3 months to save up $500. So $500 divided by 3. So let's clear. $500 divided by 3 is $166.67. Right? So because I get paid again twice a month, I divide that in half, and I will be saving $83.33 each time I get paid. And I will put that money into an envelope. Again, you can round up or you can round down. So if you wanted to make it an even $84, you could do that as well. Or if you want to do 83, you can do that too. It just depends on what works best for you. So out of my paycheck so far, every time I get paid, I'll be putting $71.43 aside for vacation, $83.33 for medical, and this is definitely attainable. You make sure that what money you save is what you can afford. Make sure that all of your bills are paid, whether that be your living expenses, all of your fixed expenses that are important, your light, your gas, things of that nature, transportation if you have to travel for work. Make sure all of your fixed expenses, your important fixed expenses are paid, and it doesn't affect you being able to pay your bills on time. So I'm going to give you one more example. So let's say you have self-care, right? Self-care is important to you. You want to make sure that you take care of yourself. We all work hard. We all want to make sure that we have, a good life. Taking care of yourself is very important, right? So let's say we have self-care. And let's say you want to treat yourself to a nice massage. Let's say the massage runs for about $200, right? And you want to treat yourself to a massage, let's say by the end of July. I'll say July because July is a good time. It's the summertime. You want to make sure have a good summer. A nice massage will do you justice. So $200, that's very simple. We have the month of June and the month of July coming up. So that's 2 months, right? So 200 divided by 2 for the next, let's say, 2 months. You have to achieve that in the next 2 months. Obviously, 200 divided by 2 is $100, right? So you would have to divide that in half, which would be $50, and you would put away $50 from each paycheck for the next 4 pay periods, depending on if you get paid bi-weekly or, like I said, twice a month. You will put that money away. If you were getting paid every week, let's say for the $200, you would put away $25. You would divide the 100 by 4, which is good too. So you would have your sinking funds for things that are important to you. Other things that you can take into consideration is, what would you like to see taken care of first? Some people, like I said, they'll save for it all together or they'll save for it separately. It just depends on what works for you. Let me know if there's anything else that you have any questions on. Please feel free to make any comments, any suggestions that you might have. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.